Hi, I am Omkar Ghorsade, lecturer in Information Technology, Government Polytechnic, Vashi. Now we are going to learn the subject, that is data structure using C. The most important subject this is to be learned in computer science. This video lecture is on the first topic of the subject, that is introduction to the data structure. This first unit, introduction of the data structure, includes the subtopics 1.1 concept and needs of data structure, abstract data type. 1.2 is types of data structure. In that, first is linear data structure and second is non-linear data structure. So after learning these topics, the students will able to classify the data structures, right? For this subject, student may refer this book, that is Data Structure with C by Lipschutz, and second one is Data Structure using C, that is written by E. Balgurusamy. Now we will see the concept and the need of the data structure. Now we are in the information age, that is the data information age, right? We have to store the large amount of data somewhere in the memory, but how to store the data in memory, and how can we fetch the data from the memory in easiest way? We have to store the data in a particular way so that we can fetch the data in efficient way. That's why the data structure comes in a picture. Data structure means how can we structurize or organize the data in memory so that we can organize data in a particular way, right? There are different particular ways where we can store the data. In this diagram, here we have to store the data in contiguous memory location. We have to store data in contiguous memory location. Here this is the representation of some format for storing the data. In this format, we are going to store element in contiguous memory location, right? In contiguous, one after another. Now, in second format or second structure, here is the second structure. We are storing element. We are inserting element from one end. We are inserting element from one end and removing the element from the same end. Only one end, right? Inserting and deleting the element from same end. In third format, the third way for the storing is we have to insert the data from one end and remove the data from another end, right? Insert the data from one end and delete the data from another end. These are the three different ways we have studied for storing the and organizing the data, right? And this can be viewed in pictorial format or in logical format. That is the here we have given here the memory logical memory representation for the storing of the data in the data structure. Now we have learned the first three ways for storing the data, and fourth one here is below. Here is given that the data are not in contiguous memory location. Data are stored somewhere in the memory, right? And these data are connected by these links. These data are connected by these links, right? In this way we can store the data in the memory, right? Four formats we have learned to store the organize the data. right? These formats we can call as the first format. This first format we can call as array, right? In array we have to store the element of the same data type in contiguous memory location. Second format we have seen that the element is to be inserted from the one end and deleted the element from the same end. The end here we call as top end, right? This format for storing the data, this way for storing the data is called as the stack, right? And third format we have seen, this is the queue. We call it is a queue. In queue we have to insert the element from one end and delete the element from another end. The fourth one is linked list. In linked list data is stored in somewhere, means data is not contiguously stored in the memory, and that data are linked by the pointers, we can call as the pointer, right? These are the four ways for storing the data, and these ways we can call as the data structures, right? These four ways, or the different, no, not only four ways, or the different ways for the storing and organizing the data we can call as a data structure, right? So the array is a data structure, stack is a data structure, queue is also data structure, and linked list is also a data structure, because these are the different ways, these are the particular formats, right? Particular frameworks for organizing and storing the data in computer memory, so that this data can be retrieved in efficient way, right? This data can be extract or retrieved in an efficient way, right? So the definition of the data structure becomes the particular way of storing and organizing data in a computer memory so that it can be retrieved and used efficiently, right? We have studied this particular way, right? So the particular way of storing and organizing data in a computer memory, so that it can be retrieved and used efficiently, right? For example, data structures are array, stack, queue, linked list, tree, graph, and so many more data structures are there, right? These are all about the concept of the data structure. Now we have to learn the data structure, right? Data structure is a very important part of the computer science, right? Different kinds of data structures are meant for different kinds of applications. Data structures are used in almost every program, right? Whenever the data exists in the computer, it must have some kind of data structure. Data structures are important. It is a very important. Data structures are very important to manage the large amount of data, right? You can see the large amount of data we have to manage in databases, right? So it is very required for format for organizing the data, right? So that we can store the data efficiently, and we will be able to retrieve it over time, right? It is solution to organize and prioritize our information into data set, right? So this is all about the concept and need of the data structure. Now the second concept is the abstract data type, right? You know the data type. Data types means which types of the data we are going to use. For example, integer type of data, float type of data, character type of data, right? Now this word is abstract here given. It is this concept is related to the set of the objects, related to the set of the data objects, right? Now this abstract data type in which we we know what the what are the operation working. We know what the functions are doing, but we don't know how the actual implementation of that functions, right? So here we have given here that what are the operations working, what are the operation working, right? We know what are the operation working, but how those operations are working, that is totally hidden from the user. This concept is known as the abstract data type, right? In abstract data type, it does not specify how data will be organized in memory, and that algorithms will be used for implementing the operations. We don't know the how data will be organized, and which algorithm will be used for the implementing the operation. We don't know, right? We simply know the operation, and we know what will be the result of that application or program, but we don't know the detailed implementation. That will totally hidden from the user, right? We have seen the function, that is printf, scanf, basic already defined function, right? Library functions. We know the functions, we know the operations of the printf and scanf. We know printf is used for printing the output, right? Scanf is used for taking the input from the keyboard and storing at that particular location, right? But actually the details, or the actually detailed implementation of that printf and scanf function, we don't know. In same way, push and pop is applied for data structure stack, right? Insert and delete functions or operations are implemented on queue. So many functions are used for the data structure. These functions, we know the all the operations they are working, but we don't know the detail implementations, right? We don't know detailed implementations. So these are implemented on the data structures, so that data structures are we can call as the abstract data types, right? ADT. Stack, queue, linked list, tree, graph are the abstract data types. Here in picture there is one application program. In application program we use the functions. Suppose printf, scanf, push, pop, insert, delete. These are the functions we are going to use, and these functions are have to applied on the data structure given in the pictures, that is array, linked list, right? In memory location, right? So these functions we are using here. We know the operation of that function, but detailed implementation here in circle, detailed implementation are hidden from the user. It only knows the operation and the result of the program, but we don't know detailed implementation. Here this part is totally hidden from the user. This is the concept of abstract data type. So the stack, queue, linked list, tree, graph are the abstract data types. All the operations in stack, queue, linked list, tree, graph, we know, right? All the functions, object, stack, queue, linked list, we know, but their detailed implementation we don't know. That's why these are the abstract data.